Hi guys, this is the follow-up to the original video on Propranolol that I did. That was over a year ago now. I want to say thanks to everybody that supported that video, everybody that's commented it, everybody that's given it a thumbs up. We've had about 35,000 views on that video so far. It's been almost entirely positive comments and thumbs up, so I think that's a really great positive thing to do, and just thanks to everybody that supported that video. Now a bit about me, how I've got on. As I said in the original video, I don't like taking medicines. If I can avoid taking medicines, I definitely do. I don't really take aspirin if I have a headache. But I did continue taking Propranolol for about 2-3 months after the making of that video. And I was working on myself in other areas, like watching a lot of things on YouTube, a lot of lectures about depression, anxiety, reading books, trying to just manage my life in a way that I could get away from using Propranolol. As a lot of people point out in the original video, I wasn't on a particularly high dose. Some people commented on like 4, 5, 6 times the amount dosage amount. So I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that had it like a lot worse than me. I just wanted to document that in my life and where I was at, and I also want to just catch up where I am now. So a lot of it was just like simplifying my life and doing things that made me happy, and just avoiding the things that are stressful and anxious really. So it was a simple formula, but I got to the point after 2-3 months of then just not taking Propranolol entirely, still getting anxious, still getting nervous at times, but having methods to deal with that anxiousness, which I think for me is just a better, as I don't like taking medicines, also very forgetful. I forget where I've put it and it'll be out and about and just not have it with me. So for me, carrying medicines and taking medicines isn't the ideal setup for a multitude of reasons. Now, from everything I've learned about and everything I've learned in the last year, and my advice to people watching this and where they want to go to is basically got different ways of looking at taking medicines. The first option is just take medicine and look at taking medicines for the rest of your life. That's not the way I would like to go necessarily, but for certain people, if you've got like chemical imbalances in your brain which necessitate you just taking a medicine from now forever going forward, that might be necessary for you. If it's like something like a chemical imbalance, or the doctors recommend it based on your set of circumstances, if what you're dealing with can't necessarily be changed just by lifestyle changes and thought pattern processes, then that's the first option. Just continue taking medicines basically forever. The other options you've got is sort of how I did it: take medicines but then look to get off them, and that's going to mean sort of taking medicines while looking at lifestyle changes and simplifying your life, making your life less stressful and finding more things that make you happy. The third option is just to skip the medicines and just go straight for the lifestyle changes. That's great if you're not particularly anxious or you're not particularly depressive, and if you're already in a good state of mind where you can just be like, okay, I'm going to make what's going to make me happy in life, what's making me stressful. I need to cut the stress and maximize the things that make me happy. So based on that, if you're still taking Propranolol, or you're looking at taking Propranolol or any other beta blocker or any other like antidepressive type medicine, this advice doesn't just fall into the box of Propranolol. It basically falls into any medication you're taking to basically de-stress or get rid of depression or get rid of anxiety. The advice works for all. So I'm going to do lots of videos in the future now going forward. Like, I'm basically completely re-evaluating my life. I sort of grew up in London, but now at a point live a little bit more in the countryside, and now I've sort of got to the point where, okay, so what makes me happy? What's going to make me happy is living in the countryside, maybe having a small plot of land, having our animals that really make us happy, living a little sort of homesteading lifestyle, growing our own crops and keeping our own animals and riding the horses and things like that. That's going to make me happy. So this journey from now on, a lot of that, this channel will be dedicated to focuses on that and the things that make me happy in life, and trying to get to a place where I'm just like completely happy really. But if you don't want to watch the rest of this channel, basically simplistic advice, you've only got 20 seconds to watch and you're not going to watch any of my future videos, is just make your life as simple as possible, find out what makes you happy. And when I mean that, I don't just mean like drug taking or hedonistic type short-term happiness gains. You want to look at like long-term stuff like family and sort of pets and walking your dog and real basic stuff in life that makes you happy. Just drug taking and just short-term goals aren't going to make you happy in the long term. So find out what's going to make you happy in the long term. Find out what's very stressful in your life. Try and decrease those as much as you can. Obviously, there's certain things in life you're going to have to do, like you're going to have to have a source of income, so you're going to have a job, but maybe look at jobs or reevaluate life so you minimize the things that make you stressful, maximize the things that are going to make you happy long term. So I'd love to hear your comments on this, guys. Let me know where you're at, what you're doing in your life to make yourself happier and to decrease the things that make you anxious. For a little one for me, I'm a big fan of like Jordan Peterson, especially for men. I think there's a lot of good advice out there that is applicable to women, but men find it difficult to translate that into how it can be a positive for them. Whereas I know Jordan Peterson's like a love it or hate it kind of guy. You either love him or you hate him. But for me, he spoke loudly to me. So especially if you're a guy watching this, I'd definitely like watch a few Jordan Peterson things on YouTube. It's all on there. So many great lectures. He's a highly intelligent guy. Watch some of that, or just start with Jordan Peterson, or start with any other guy that talks, man or woman that talks out there that's going to speak to you, and just start watching lectures. And from that, you'll find different people. I like Tony Robbins as well. There's loads of great people out there. I just have a subscriber list on YouTube and then every day just like watch one, just watch 5, 10, 20 minutes of a lecture or someone talking about their own experiences. It's a great way to analyze your life and find out different thought processes or different way of looking at things. It's going to make you happy. So yeah, super interested to hear your comments. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, and give me a thumbs down if you don't like it, because I'm going to be doing future content videos and I want to make sure I'm making stuff that you guys like. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in future videos.